Okay, I made a soccer game that there's a soccer player and there's a soccer ball, and you try to have to kick the soccer ball into the goal. And then when I press the space bar, and it kicks it.
Whoa, that's super cool.
Then I even get one score.
Whoa, that's awesome. Do you make a goal every single time, or are there times where you sometimes miss?
If I miss, then nothing will happen.
Whoa, that's super awesome, Anae. What was your favorite part about making this project?
My favorite part was when I would make the soccer player kick the ball.
When you made the soccer player kick the ball, and how did you do that? Like, what pieces of code did you use for that?
I used the glide for 1 second.
The glide block, awesome. And Anae, do you want to share what class you made this project in?
I didn't make the in a class. I just think about that there's the fair coming. Then I said I can make a soccer game.
Yeah, that's great. Do you like to play soccer? Is that your favorite sport?
Yes.
Yeah, that's your favorite sport. Well, that looks awesome. I love. Did you draw that the goal in yourself in that little red thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
You did? Awesome.
I even added a sound effect that if it says a goal, then the goal cheer sounds up, but I don't know because I'm doing on a desktop, I can't hear it.
Gotcha. So if you guys want to play Anae's game, maybe you'll be able to hear the sound. That's awesome. So we've got a couple questions for you, Anae. How long did it take you to make this project?
About a day or two.
About a day or two. And what was the hardest part of making this project?
Uh, the hardest part of making this project was, I would say, probably to make the ball come back to the place where it needs to be.
Yeah, so you got to make sure that the ball comes back after you shoot it, right?
Yeah,
Awesome. Yeah. And what about what website did you make this on?
scratch.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Anae. Whoa, Prisha, that's awesome. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how you made this project? Like maybe what was your favorite part about making this project, Prisha?
So my favorite part about it was like when I got to code the girl and let the ball bounce up and down.
Yeah, with the ball bouncing up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And how did you do that, Prisha? Can you talk a little bit about the code that you might have used for that?
Or I used three sprites. So I have made all these like sounds I wanted to keep, and then I did all like gliding, repeat, block,
Yeah.
some conditionals.
Awesome. That looks great. So you've got tons of those glide blocks and the go-to blocks. What was the hardest part about making this project for you, Prisha?
So like the hardest part I was having was like making this girl like go in this type of direction because I wasn't able to like let her and she was still in one type of direction like in the beginning like you said over here in this type so like I had to flip her over so I had to make another sprite for that so that was the hardest part because I was trying it but then I discovered when I went in the costumes section that they would just flip horizontal and then
Gotcha. So you use the costumes to kind of change it and flip it around. Yeah, that looks super awesome. So Prisha, would you like to explain how we got the ball to move?
so and over here like I haven't kept any control keys, like I have made all the code, it's doing it itself. I haven't done any for control.
Yeah, exactly. So I see that you've got it so right away it'll just kind of go and the ball will bounce on its own.
So this is my project called Catch That. And basically what you're supposed to do is start it. Then there will be this X following your mouse. What you're supposed to do is tap on these soccer balls, but don't tap on those baseballs because those will lower your score. And there's actually sound when you click these soccer balls, but I don't think I'm sharing my sound.
I think we could hear the sound. Yeah. Do you want to play that one more time for us?
Okay. And there's also this button right here. It'll actually start some music. And one part that was really hard for me was doing the music. And I know I could have used a repeat loop for this, but so I coded all of this. And basically, without this stop all sounds block, if I play it and then stop and then play, it would play two of the same sounds at once. And so I had to put in this.
That's awesome. The set volume. Awesome. And Ethan, what was your favorite part of making this project?
I think it was the soccer balls.
The soccer balls? Awesome.
Yeah.
And is soccer your favorite sport?
No, it isn't, but I do enjoy watching it.
You enjoy watching it? That's awesome. Do you have any favorite sports that you like to play?
I swim, and I also play a bit of basketball.
Cool.
Oh, and one thing I forgot to say is that if you get to score of 40, you will win.
You will win. That's awesome. Have you gotten to send this project to your friends before so that they can play?
Yes, I have.
You have? Awesome. And what was your favorite part about making this project?
Just the balls.
Just the balls, yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is my project. It's called Golfy. It only took like 2 hours. And the hardest part was when you hit the ball. And I just add some cool sounds.
Yeah, I really like those sounds, Indigo.
And I could collect those coins that are right here, and then I change my coins variable by 1.
Whoa, I really like those coins. And did you draw all those backgrounds in yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Indigo, what was your favorite part about making this project?
When the things where you get the coins, it'll show the variable, and how I get the ball into the hole.
Whoa, that's so cool. And I see we've got a question. So how do you win the project? Is there a way to win, or do you just keep playing until you get a high score?
Oh, I didn't have a high score. I just when you go inside the hole, it would just make the score go a little up.
And then so I've got another question. Someone was wondering, how long did it take you to make this project, Indigo?
2 hours.
2 hours? Awesome. And then I have another question. How do we move the golf club? Do you use your mouse to move it? Do you use arrow keys to move it?
It just follows the mouse.
It follows the mouse? Awesome.
And the arrow keys can spin it. And then the arrow keys can spin it.
Gotcha. Spin it and then it'll hit at different angles?
Yeah.
That's great. And then what about, did you make all of the backgrounds yourself?
Yeah.
You did? They look incredible. Yeah. What was your favorite part about making, which one's your favorite backdrop that you made?
It's not these this this one, the bridge.
The bridge. Have you gone golfing before? Do you like to go golfing in your free time, or was this just a fun project that you made?
I do it sometimes.
You like to do it sometimes? Awesome. And do you know what your high score is? Or what is the max score? Is there a max score?
No.
No? So you can keep going until like 100,000 if you wanted?
Yeah.
Well, it looks great.
I also followed a video to do it.
You followed a video, so you got some help. Awesome. And
I made some of the obstacles by myself.
but you made all the obstacles by yourself? That's awesome. Indigo, what class are you taking right now at Create and Learn?
Scratch class.
Scratch, and what level are you on?
4.
You're on level 4? That's awesome. Whoa, I love all of those that you made. That's awesome.
So I made a project. It's like basically, it's gonna ask you how many colors you want in your spiral. So like, let's say we pick 4.
Awesome. So are you choosing the colors right now?
Yeah, my computer's slowing down.
That's okay.
So at the bottom, it's gonna say how many colors you want. So that was a completed spiral that I just did.
Wow.
So basically, you can choose a number of colors. I would probably prefer like 2, 4, 6, 8, and 12.
Mm-hmm.
So like we can take 8 as an example, and then we can like choose out of these 12 colors. So like for example, I can start with blue, and then I can do green and white and purple and red and yellow and orange and dark blue and
Oh no, it looks like I think you typed it in wrong.
yeah.
So first off, Leonardo, do you want to tell us what program did you make this in? Or what
So
web?
I did this in Python for AI.
Awesome. And what are a couple things that you learned in that class?
So I learned like the for loops, while loops, and if statements.
Awesome. So for loops, while loops, and if statements. Great.
And also the turtle.
And the turtle, is that how you drew the spirals?
Yeah. It's basically just making a bunch of like squares, but they're like all connected and they rotate a little bit every single time.
So now we can watch the turtle.
Once it gets like bigger, it's just, you can like see that it's just a bunch of squares.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you use a bunch of squares to make this amazing pattern right here, right? That's incredible. Whoa, that's so cool. And so Leonardo, can you remind us again, what class did you learn all these skills in?
Python for AI.
Python for AI. Cool. And you mentioned that you learned about like for loops and if statements, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Did you learn anything else?
We also learned about functions, but I didn't put that here because it was unnecessary.
Gotcha. So you didn't need a function, so we didn't add it in. Awesome. Well, that looks so cool. I love watching that animation go. That's incredible. So Leonardo, can you tell us what your favorite part about making this project was?
Probably just the spiral because it was like pretty hard to make.
The
I
spiral?
think I made it on accident. Like I was just testing stuff out.
And then you made a spiral? That's awesome.
So mine is called Soccer with Cats. There's 2 teams. There's like 3 person. It's like 3. It looks like there's like 6 players can play, but no. It's like they're all in one sprite. The blue team is in one sprite, and this red team is in one sprite. So when you start, this ball is gonna come. I'm moving these. It was kind of hard for me to kick it. So if it hits this like orange thing here, it will give the blue team a goal because the blue team is on the other side. So see, it hit it. So now the red team will have 1 point because it hit their goal. It now has 2. It's I don't know why I actually
maybe been able to kick, but I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't work. So
That's okay.
it's 2-player. This is a 2-player game.
It's a 2-player game?
Yeah.
Have you gotten to play with your friends before?
No, I made this like yesterday, and it only took me like 15 or 10 minutes.
Well, I hope that you get to send it to your friends so that you can play with them.
Yeah, I might one day.
Yeah, so you said it only took you 10 or 15 minutes? That's incredible. What was your favorite part of making this project?
Oh, the favorite part of making the projects were the sprites. I chose my favorite colors, red and blue. Also the background. Also, yeah, I chose a background, but it wasn't actually a background. It's a sprite. I don't know why I actually made a sprite for it.
Did
Yeah,
you have to draw it yourself?
yeah, I drawed it.
That's
The
awesome.
yellow, the yellow is its own separate sprite, and the orange is its own separate sprite, so I can give it a goal.
Yeah, so you can check when the ball hits the goal.
Yeah, I don't know which is like the sprite that will actually make it kick. So when I make it kick, it will actually go to the other team. Like if the red cats kick it, it will go to the blue, and because they try to kick it and it's gonna head to the goal. So then I'm trying it's like that.
Okay, hi. My project is about it's a sports, but I changed it to obstacle course. It's like type of sports, and obstacle course is a challenge. And what I thought about is a ninja, because ninjas have a challenge to be silent and get through their mazes that they need to go through. My game's designed so you have a trident and you can control the arrow keys, and the bad guy is going through the sky up and down, and you have to press the S key to get the bad guy, but it only happens when you press the S key. It never happens like if you do that. It only happens when you press the S key.
Gotcha. So you have to press the S key in order to shoot the trident out, right?
And then I think I got the bad guy, and then I know, but there's 3 levels. Sometimes when you get it, it'll the other guy appears quickly. Oh, let me play it again.
Okay.
So 3 levels actually. There's 3 levels. This is like the first guy. I named him Jack, and Jack pop out because he's like a Jack popping out. Oh, did you see that big guy?
Did you miss him that time?
Yeah, I missed the big guy. He moves very fast. And whenever I get him, it's a you win screen.
Yay! And Siddharth, how long did it take you to make this project?
I don't know, like 1 hour, because I was thinking of another project. But I changed my mind on it, and then because that project was gonna take me a long time, so I just changed to this project. And I'm going to be doing I thought of doing the obstacle course thing, and I got up with this ninja thing. I've been playing a ninja game on Scratch, made by somebody that remixed my project. I saw somebody actually there, another ninja game that he remixed. It's another remixed project. So then I got started to get interested in ninja games.
Yeah.
That's how I got interested in this.
That's incredible. I love the thought process that you went through, and it's so creative. I see we've got a question. Is this a hot dog ninja or is this a bean? What is this right here?
It's like a regular ninja.
It's a regular ninja. Awesome. And did you draw all these sprites in yourself?
Yeah. Well, the thing is how I really need I tried to make it closest to the ninja game I've seen on another Scratch project. I hope you enjoy my game.
Okay, hello everyone. This is my project. It's about sports. One second. It's here. So this is my project about sports. It's called Catch That. And when you click the green flag, soccer balls start shooting all over the place, and you have to try to get it with your mouse pointer, which has an X over here.
That's awesome. And Atisha, how long did it take you to make this project?
I actually made it in a class, but it took me an hour in the class to make it.
It took you an hour. And what was the hardest part about making this project?
To figure out how the balls would go up and down.
Figure out, and do you remember what blocks of code you used to do that?
I used, so basically it was cloning to make them to have random ones and multiple ones. So I chose point and directions to make them go up and down, and then repeat 40 to move up and to move to the side in random directions.
Yeah, awesome. So I see you've got all those random blocks in, you've got the clones and the repeats. And so we've got a question. What was your favorite part about making this project?
My favorite part was when we had to like kind of attach the X to our mouse pointer to the so we could get the score to to hit the soccer ball.
Yeah, exactly. So that you could, wherever your mouse pointer moves, the X will also move too.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Alice and I made this game called Basketball for this coding fair. So to start, you click on the start button and then these sprites will show. There's a shoot button and these two arrow keys. There's also this white triangle moving on these colors. To shoot, you click on the shoot button or the space key to launch the basketball. And if you shoot when the white triangle's on the green color, then it will definitely make it into the basket and you will get 5 points added to your score.
Awesome. Do you want to go ahead and play for us? And let's try shooting the ball.
If you get on the yellow, you have a 50-50 chance of getting it.
Gotcha.
And red, if you get on the red, you miss and it minuses 10.
You lost 10 points. Oh no. Alice, what was your favorite part about making this project?
My favorite part was this meter because it was hard, and these meters, since they were hard to make and new, but I really liked the ending result and that the white part was like running smoothly.
Yeah, exactly. And we have a question. What are the arrows for?
The arrows are to like shoot it to the other two players, and you can shoot with them. The chances of getting it in and the amount of points you get and lose are the same though.
Awesome. And how long did it take you to make this project?
I think 2 days.
Took you 2 days? Well, it looks incredible. And Alina asked, what was the hardest part about making this project for you?
The hardest part is still the meter, since it's like new and I never made anything like it.
Yeah, well, it looks incredible, and I can see you spent so much time on all of the sprites and changing their costumes and the meter too. Great job, Alice. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
So I made this project called tennis, and I added the score to whenever it touches the bat.
Awesome. So go ahead and play that for us.
Hello everyone. This game is going to play all by itself, and let's watch it play.
Awesome.
That's so cool, Rasmi.
You completed the game.
Yay, that's incredible. What was your favorite part about making this project, Rasmi?
Oh, when I made the voices and sounds.
Yeah, did you record your own voice?
Yeah.
Cool. And what was the hardest part about this project?
To get to make the project to have so many broadcast messages, putting them all together at once, and the glide.
Yeah, you got so many broadcast messages in there. That's awesome.
My game is called baseball. So like basically how you play is you have to use the arrow keys, and then the pitcher will shoot balls, and then you have to get it to hit you if you want to get more points. If it hits the catcher, then the pitcher gets a point. And if you press space, it'll play some music, and then if you press A, and then if you press A, it will play this. So if you press space, it'll play this. And if you press A, it'll play this.
Whoa, that's super cool. Lasia, how long did it take you to make this project?
Maybe like 1 hour.
1 hour? And what was the hardest part about making this?
The hardest part, so like, the hardest part was like using the arrow keys, because like I was really confused and messed up. I sometimes mess up, so like I had to try it for like 3 times until I got it right.
Yeah, so you got to be super careful with what you're putting in for the code, and you got to make sure that you're using the correct arrow keys, right?
Yes.
So my project's called Tennis Battle, and I made it on Scratch. And it's a 2-player game where you can control each of the tennis rackets using the W and S or up and down arrow keys.
Mm-hmm.
And to start, you have to click A, and then it shows who has to serve. And
Cool. Are you playing against yourself right now?
yeah, you can play it like with one keyboard.
Awesome. That's so cool. Have you gotten to play with someone else before? Like, have you gotten to play with your friends or maybe with your parents?
Yeah, I've gotten to play with my parents because I just made this yesterday.
You just made it yesterday. Well, that's incredible. How long did it take you to make this game?
A couple days.
A couple days. And what was your favorite part about making this game?
My favorite part was probably like trying to figure out how to make the score and stuff.
Yeah, well, it looks incredible. And what was the hardest part about making the game?
So before I had the ball, it used to glide towards the racket, so I had to figure out how to solve that. So I used the random operator to go to a random place on like the other side.
Yeah, awesome. Alina asks, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was making the score.
Hello everyone. So I'll be sharing ping pong game with 2 balls. So when you press on the green flag, you'll use your left and right arrow keys. Whenever the balls hit the paddle, they move up. But when they hit the red place, the game over.
Gotcha. So there's 2 balls, so this is even harder than with just 1 ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I made it to a same position, so it will come at the same position even though I press on it after it's at a different position.
Gotcha. And I see you've got that score slider, so you can make the score increase or decrease. Awesome. Adve, how long did it take you to make this game?
About 2 hours.
2 hours. And what was the hardest part for you?
So the hardest part was like making the balls points up on the paddle, the green line.
Yeah, so making what happens when it bounces.
Yeah.
Awesome. So if you like this project, you can go ahead and give us some thumbs ups in the chat. I also sent you a link to Advait's Maker portfolio, so you can go ahead and add some comments in there if you want. You can add some emojis there if you would like to, and play his project from there. If anyone has any questions, you can go ahead and type them in chat. But thank you so much, Advait, for sharing.
So since we have a little time
Got
left,
tons of thumbs ups. So really quickly, we were having some technical difficulties with Leonardo's project. So Leonardo, would you like to share it again and we can see the spiral being drawn this time, if you guys remember? So I'll send you also a link to Leonardo's project one more time.